You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Hello, Dan. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Everybody's a little wily here. It's like it's a short week or something.
Yeah, I just got a whole bag of tricks going on over here. Let's see what happens. Andrew, is it Carnegie or Carnegie?
Carnegie.
I've heard it pronounced both
Well,
ways.
somebody was wrong.
American steel, magnet, giant.
And he had a lot of Carnegie libraries.
And has a little hall named after him.
Yeah, Carnegie Hall.
I love that saying. How do you get to Carnegie Hall?
Practice.
Practice, practice. It's a fact. And the man who got the very first patent in the world for the internal combustion engine for automobiles, born this day, Carl Benz.
Oh, yeah. Mercedes-Benz.
Well, it was originally the Mercedes Carl, but it didn't roll off the tongue. It got changed over the years. And Joltin' Joe, the Yankee Clipper, Hall of Famer, former husband of Marilyn Monroe. The guy did it all. He was pretty amazing. Joe DiMaggio, born this day.
Nice.
But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, may we present for your listening pleasure, happy birthday to Mr. John N. Small.
That's right.
Told you.
Happy face right across the soundboard from myself here.
45 today.
A product of Huron, South Dakota, where all the cool kids were born. Graduated Huron High School, home of the Tigers, class of 1994.
I don't know how that happened exactly.
Married Heidi Jean for 20 years. It'll be 21 years in February if they go the distance.
Yeah.
What I pick up around here, all bets are off.
Exactly.
John's favorite movies include Christmas Vacation, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Most recently, a little thing called Rubber, and the American film classic, I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
Who told you any of this stuff?
John's favorite foods? Seconds.
That's true.
John also harbors a strong opinion on Carol Baskin, and he's not afraid to share it. Happy birthday, John.
Hey, thanks, Dan.
Many more there, brother.
Oh, boy, yes.
We'll just cap it right there.
How did you pick those movies?
I didn't pick those movies. I got these right off your Facebook page. So if you think I'm just making this stuff up, nope.
I really need to go in and edit some things.
You put it all out there, buddy.
Gotta be careful what I share with the world, clearly. Well, Dan, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be editing Facebook now. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, and it is brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan. Okay.
I'm good. Of course, I've been, secretary-elect of the South Dakota Department of Game, Fish, and Parks. And then
A little over a week, yeah.
did a little executive action, change that title to president-elect.
That's right.
Yeah, that was nice.
Parks, and apparently the past 48 hours or so, I've been getting some messages on this fancy email thing that I have one of my associates open on occasion, and there's folks out there saying that I've conceded that whole thing, and
no.
I've conceded nothing.
Right.
I intend to keep courts in South Dakota jammed up till 2023. Who knows? We'll just keep that rolling. We'll certainly keep abreast of what's going on there. But I thought, we're a day out for Thanksgiving, one of the greatest days the good Lord ever gave us here. And again, a little
big plans for tomorrow.
A little salute off the well-starched brim of the old Ranger Dan hat to you, Chet and Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, I said you must be a turkey because I can just gobble you right up. Well, we take from, it's the unedited version of my best-selling comedy album, Ranger Dan Quacks You Up, of course, which is all based in some spectacular critter humor, selling like hotcakes. And there are some bits in there just given right over to Thanksgiving, and I thought I'd share them for a couple chuckles, get us into the holiday mood
nice.
here, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's a question right off the bat here. If April showers bring May flowers, what the heck do May flowers bring? Pilgrims!
Mayflowers. Bring pilgrims.
Combine a little nature, a little science, and a little history right there in that one-liner. What do you get when you cross a turkey with a ghost?
Oh,
What?
You get a poultrygeist.
Oh, my.
They don't write them like this anymore. Tell me I shouldn't have written that in the first place. What kind of music did the Pilgrims like?
What kind?
Plymouth Rock. Let's wrap it with this, possibly not safe for work. Why did the Pilgrims' pants keep falling down?
Why?
Because their belt buckles were on their hats. That's all the time we have, little Radio Rangers. We'll catch you next time. Tell that. Eat till you puke. This is buddy, your Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir. Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by lukewarm tap water.
Tap water.
Extra tappy.
I don't even know how to. I'm kind of speechless, which is a difficult place for me to be.
What's going on? Are you okay?
It's been going on for so darn long, and this just cleared my desk. And John, you actually sent this to me.
Oh, I know what this is.
I guess I'll believe it when I actually see it. It says here, the historic State Theater, which had been closed for, about 30 years.
Yeah.
They're reopening December 11th.
Yay!
I heard this.
It's from our old buddy Rob Swenson, who apparently runs that rodeo down there.
I don't know that he runs the rodeo.
Well, somebody's running that rodeo. It's changed hands so many times. I think they closed down in, 89?
Something like that.
Either 87, 88,
They were
going
to paint the place.
Right in there. Anyway.
And then, it's been...
It says here, formal grand reopening celebration will be scheduled later, probably next year after this whole pandemic thing is more under control. But meanwhile, they're excited about the revival of the State Theater, not only to show off the amazing renovation work, and it better be amazing, but for the state to return to a vibrant and valuable member of Sioux Falls business and entertainment community. They are going to premiere their first film December 11th.
What film?
7 p.m. showing of the holiday classic White Christmas.
Oh, that's got Bing Crosby in it.
Yeah, Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney. Yeah. Come on to my house, I'll make you candy. Why do I even know her music? That's actually that's George Clooney's aunt, by the way.
Yeah.
In like real life.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Showings will also be held on December 12th and on the 13th. At this point, films are planned every weekend, not just weekends, but Thursday through Sunday.
Nice.
Okay.
Every single week.
We should go do that.
They're going to be doing holiday stuff, which is being sponsored by First Premier Bank. There are no ticket prices here, but apparently with the State Theater, you'll be able to buy annual memberships. Also, right now for these first showings, you buy tickets right online starting December 4th.
Nice.
Okay.
I believe seating will be limited due to social distancing standards, blah, blah, blah,
I'm
blah,
going to just rent out the whole theater for just myself.
I suppose you can. I suppose you can.
I wonder what kind of coin that would take.
But again, I moved here summer of 1987. I became a Sioux Falls transplant.
Yes.
And the State Theater has been in and out of the news just about ever since. And now I'm reading this, I'm going, well, it must be true because here it is in black and white.
And the
Well,
crazy
good.
thing is there were people who were waging bets on what was going to get done first, the Sioux City Interstate or the State Theater. And they both got done kind of at the same time.
Pretty close to the same time.
They said the Sioux City Interstate was done. Then we drove down there. There's still orange cones all over. So I'm like, well, how is it done if they're still working
I
on
don't
it?
know if they're still working on it or if it's
I don't know.
finished. I have no idea.
But I'd say it's like a neck and neck tie now. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, and they're concessions, fresh done-up popcorn, everything, the whole 9 yards. So,
Are they going to be serving beer at this theater, do you know?
Oh, good question. I would be really, really surprised if they already don't have a malt beverage and wine license in place.
Yeah. Right,
I
I would
guarantee you
assume they do.
will.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to no
It'll be interesting to see how this rolls. It's cool that it's finally reopening. It's unfortunate that it's opening, with everything else going on. It makes it kind of limited, but
no, I think this is
maybe that's a good thing. Give them a chance to work the bugs out and all
Exactly
that kind
that.
of thing. So
I think the same thing. Well, Dan, thank you very much for that update. You got some entertainment news to get to?
fascinating stuff. Oh boy, do I!
I've got some entertainment news to share as well. We'll get to all of that. And I've got some good news coming up. I've got a guest, maybe two, joining me from CNC Food Factory. Going to be visiting with them about Almost Home Canine Rescue fundraiser that's coming up next week. We'll chat all about that in just a bit with our bright spot of news. That's all on the way.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine and Sioux Falls. And we're super excited to visit right now with Andy and Stephanie from CNC Food Factory. They've got some really cool stuff that's coming up here in December. I'll start with Stephanie. On December 1st, you guys have got a fun fundraiser. Tell me a little bit about what's going on.
It's for Almost Home Canine Rescue. They're going to be giving away swag bags and donuts that morning. So stop by about 6:30, grab your donut, your swag bag, and a free will donation to help out the animals.
And where will people go if they would like to do that? It's not at CNC Food Factory. You guys are providing the donuts, but it's not going to be at your place, right?
Right. It's going to be at the Amy Stockburger location just off of Minnesota Avenue.
And this is a really nice thing. And this is one of their biggest fundraisers for this organization, one throughout the entire year. So it's a great day to get some delicious donuts, but also help a good cause.
Correct. It's the National Day of Giving Back. So there's going to be a lot of fundraising going on, and this is just a great one to give back to.
And we're going to talk to Andy here for a moment. Now, Andy, when people are trying to decide that morning, I want to maybe go have something yummy. This is a no-brainer for me because I've had your baked donuts before. But let's tell people why they should, even if they have to go out of their way a little bit, go out of their way to get some CNC donuts that morning.
Oh, well, this is going to be a brand new flavor that we've done for this benefit. It's blue raspberry, and the feedback has been phenomenal. And we want everybody out there to come down, experience it.
And this, again, is on Tuesday, December 1st. We're going to throw all the information on our Facebook page. Tell me a little bit about what goes into that blue raspberry donut.
Well, I can't tell you that. That's a secret, but it's a lot of love, and it took some time to come up with.
And one of the things that I think is cool, we were just talking about this, when you guys do your donuts, your baked donuts, so first of all, baked donuts is different than what a lot of folks have with regular donuts, but every one of your donuts has got a different batter as well, so it's not the same donut with just a different frosting and maybe a couple of nuts thrown on it. You guys, like every one is custom created, isn't it?
That is correct. That is what sets us apart, and we try to convey that to people. It's got its own batter, its own unique flavor, its own texture.
Now, tell me, of all the donuts you do, what would you say is the most popular donut that you get requests for over and over and over?
That would be the Benedict Arnold. It's based on my favorite candy bar, the Heath bar. So we make our own English toffee, milk chocolate chips, the sea salt caramel drizzle that goes into it. A phenomenal donut.
And would you say that's your favorite one as well?
Very much so.
All right. And how about over here? What's your favorite one, Stephanie?
Right now, my favorite one's probably the Like a Virgin, which is almond flavor.
That's my favorite as well. And it's got like almonds, and isn't there like a cherry on it as well?
Yep. Little cherry on top, almond icing, almond donut, and slivered almonds on top.
And it's very, very good. Now, those flavors you can get at CNC Food Factory. How do you explain to people where you guys are located if they're trying to find you?
We are located inside the Avera McKinnon Fitness Center on Southeastern Avenue.
And once again, even if it's a little out of your way, it is so worth the drive to come over here and check things out. Now, let's go circle back to the blueberry donuts that we can try on Tuesday, December 1st. And what are we going to have there?
Blue raspberry donuts. The donut itself is blue raspberry and the icing, and then there's a little bit of a paw or a bone on top made out of some almond bark.
Very cool, but it's still people-friendly, right?
People-friendly, yes.
So usually it's like a people donut that's dog-friendly. This is a people-friendly people donut. Again, it's coming up on Tuesday, December 1st. And if folks would like, do they order these in advance or they just show up that day?
Nope, just show up and free will donation that helps benefit this Almost Home Canine Rescue.
And I would encourage people to donate a lot because this, again, is one of their biggest fundraisers of the year. So, and thank you guys so much for being a part of this.
Thank you.
And thanks, Andy, John. Thank you so much as well, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Again, CNC Food Factory, and I'm going to throw the information on how to find them any day of the week right on our Facebook page, but we're also going to put the information for this fun event, Almost Home Rescue. Their event is Tuesday, December 1st, which sounds like a long ways away, but that's Tuesday. It's like sneaking right up here. December is a different month, but boy, it's going to be here before you know it. It's next Tuesday. All of the details at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are so gosh darn fabulous. Been a lot of conjecture. One of the saddest, well-known people and celebrity stories of the year was the passing of Alex Trebek. All around cool guy.
Yeah.
Great host of that show. I don't think anybody's ever going to do it better. And then the conjecture became, a week or so after Alex's passing, the show is going to go on. Alex had said more than once, battling his illness, that he felt strongly that the show should go on.
Right.
Yeah.
And, let's face it, the thing is, it's Jeopardy's been bank for over 20 years.
Yeah.
So heck yeah. So some names were being bandied about. And I think it was me because I am a showbiz insider.
You certainly are.
And genius. Let's just face it, call it what it is.
Yeah.
I said, they should just switch hosts out.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of a deal. And that's actually how they're going to start firing it up.
So they're not going to pick a host, they're going to pick a bunch of
Well, they are going to have what they are calling just
kind
interim
of auditions.
Hosts. Interim hosts until they
And
will
they'll see who's
eventually
the
settle.
best.
They will settle on
How do
a
I get my
permanent
name on that
replacement.
list?
But the first one coming up when the show goes back into production here, it will be, and he was one of the names thrown out a week or so back, Ken Jennings.
Yeah.
Yep.
The all-time longest winning streak winner, 74 games in a row this guy put in the bag.
He did really good on that side of the podium. We'll see how he does on the other side.
In fact, let's see, he also took place in the Jeopardy, the greatest of all time tournament this past January. So he's going to be teeing it up first, and they'll just kind of start rotating people through, I guess.
Do you have any of the other names?
Till they find their ringer. Actually, that is the only one they have announced.
Oh, okay.
So far. People still in the running, and fan favorite, and the one who really got tens of thousands of signatures on a petition somebody started was LeVar Burton.
Oh, yeah. I signed that petition.
From Star Trek fame and
So
Reading Rainbow.
They have not heard back from Gilbert Godfrey.
Bobcat Goldthwait. Mine and Heidi's personal favorite.
And I want Emo Phillips. We're all in a...
I can never remember the actor's name, but if he stayed in character, played the part of Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be an awesome host.
Yeah, that would be very good.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Hey, I have a little entertainment news that I want to share as well,
Okay.
Mr. Farris. The reason I wanted to bring it up is because you were talking about this movie, Clam Bake. Remember the movie Clam Bake?
Okay, Elvis Presley did. It was either 31 or 32 movies. Believe it or not, he did over 30 films.
Right, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
The very worst, and a lot of them were really bad. But the worst to me was Clam Bake, and I have the video of
Do
Clam
ya?
Bake still in the cellophane.
You know,
I'm going to walk that on Antiques Roadshow.
you know whose first movie that was? The very first movie ever?
No.
Corbin Burnson.
Was in Clam?
Really? He was?
The very first movie he was ever in as a boy, he was in the movie Clam Bake.
Oh, crazy.
I am going to have
doesn't
him.
make it any better.
I'm just saying. Never said it was a good thing. I'm going to have him on this show on Monday.
I love Corbin
Corbin Burnsen's going to be on the program Monday, and I'm trying to decide, do I even mention Clam Bake to him?
Didn't he play one of the star's dads in Psych?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
Sean Spencer's dad. He was Henry Spencer.
We're major Psychos, big Psych fans.
I loved him in Major League.
In Major League, it was
He's just brilliant. I love him to death.
He was in L.A. Law. He's been in a ton of stuff.
Well, he made his bones in L.A. Law.
Yeah.
That's when the nation really started paying attention to him.
Yeah, and then he had Major League 1, 2, multiple different versions of Major League. He's been in a ton of stuff. He's got a new Christmas movie that's coming out, so we're going to talk about that.
He was in Clam Bake?
Isn't that crazy?
Now I have to watch it and try to find it.
Well, and the thing is, I was looking. You guys know me. How often do I look to see who I'm talking to ahead of time?
Never.
It's a major character flaw.
Never.
Afterwards, Dan's like, "Did you ask him about this?" I'm like, "Oh, he was in that." Like, I had no idea.
I normally ask, did you get their name right?
So I was thinking, oh, what else has he been in? I know him from this. He's been in a ton of stuff. But I scrolled all the way back to the very beginning. First movie, Clam Bake.
That's
with Elvis
awesome.
Presley.
That's fantastic.
That is incredible.
Yeah. Well,
Seriously, I've got a couple shelves in one of the spare rooms at home.
And I
right there is the VHS of Clam Bake, man.
Now I have to search and see if it says Corbin Burnsen on anywhere. See, back then nobody knew who he was, so it wasn't a big deal. It was his first movie. Dan, thank you so much. You have a great Thanksgiving. You going to be here tomorrow for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to be at work because I never take a day off.
Okay.
I do it for the children, John.
We'll send you
home. About me or you or Heidi Jean. I have news for you.
We'll send you a plate if you don't stick around. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, November 25th, 2020. The equities market continued its historic rally on Tuesday, adding another 1.5% for most indices. The S&P 500 and Dow Jones Industrial Average are both trading firmly in new all-time high territory, with the tech-heavy NASDAQ close behind. The market is still in a rotation from highly valued tech names for more reasonably priced alternatives. As bullish as the outlook is, traders should be wary of the new highs right before the holiday. Holiday week trading volume is always light, making any market move suspicious. Longer term, however, there is a growing case for rising market value in 2021. The economic rebound is still going strong, and the outlook for earnings gets brighter every day. There is a high probability that S&P earnings will exit the pandemic recession and return to year-over-year growth. You can get the inside track in your inbox daily at marketbeatminute.com.